What's up, guys? Dave here in the 1966 Plymouth Fury, and what I'm going to show you will apply to probably 1965 to 1967 Plymouth Fury, maybe even other C-body models. The issue was the headlights would sometimes flicker on and off. So I've been troubleshooting it all evening, and you should make sure that the ground wire for the headlights is got a good clean connection, which is that guy right there. Make sure that none of the sockets look burnt or corroded awfully. Make sure there's nothing obvious as far as wiring looking broken or grounding, crappy. And if all that checks out, and most people know that, when you have to get to the headlight switch, you think you're going to have to rip out the entire dash or get down underneath it, lay on your back, it could be awful. Thankfully, with this car, it's not that bad. Because, as you see, here's the switch that was in it. This, look at that, see that tab right there, floppy? That is what the problem was. It's because it was, grounding and losing connection. I'm sure I could have possibly fixed it. But this car already had a few spare parts in the trunk. One was a brand new headlight switch. And as you can see, headlights have been on for a good 10 to 15 minutes now. So that tells me the switch was the problem. Now, here's how you get to it. You should disconnect your battery, of course, if you're really concerned about shorting something out or blowing a fuse or something. The main issue is how to remove the knob which is connected to the post that goes into the switch. But before you get there, here you got your gauges on the left side. Very easy to remove this. It's got a few Phillips head screws along the bottom and the top, so don't miss the ones on the top also. And you only have to do, all the way right to the gear selector. So you got 1, 2, 3, basically 5 Phillips head screws. Remove all those, and then this whole assembly comes right out. I was like, whew, thank goodness. Because then you can reach right back in here to get to your wiring and all that. All right, had to grab a light there. But if you see, now you can reach in to access everything, but all you really need to get to is this little button. It's this little button right here where my thumb is. Push that in, and the whole shaft will come out. Then you can, and you also have to unscrew, see this the little bezel trim right here. You might have to tap on it, with a small punch or something, but loosen this ring. All of them are the same, basically, all the way across. So loosen this ring to get to, notice how it's screwing in. See that right there? And you basically, there might be some special tools you can get for this, but I didn't have anything, so I just tapped on it with a very small screwdriver, and it loosened it right off. And then, push that little button right there. This little guy here, and the whole shaft will come out. Then you can lift out the assembly right out of the back. Swap it out or investigate it or whatever. Also, this is how you get to, see there's 2 bulbs here for this part of the instrument cluster, where the fuel gauge and the temperature gauge and all that. These 2 bulbs, you just turn those like that and pull them out. Teeny little things. So if you're not, if you're not getting any light in that section, that's how you get to all that. So you may need to do some cleaning off of the contacts right here. or you need, if you need to restore it or replace it or whatever you need to do. And to disconnect all of this, you just pull this apart, pull that off. This looks like the temperature sensor for your coolant. Underneath here, you got a couple of, looks like maybe a 10mm nut holding those two. Those are for your positive and negative, probably coming straight from the fuse box. And that is it. The rest of it, it's pretty self-explanatory on how to get all this apart. Thank goodness. Well, I've had other cars where you had to just get down underneath there and remove ductwork and all for the AC, just to get to these switches. So, thank heavens, the Chrysler Corporation thought this fairly well through so that you can, service this stuff and repair things without it being a total nightmare. Anyway, so yeah, it's pretty neat to be able to look in here and you can spot if there's any bad wires or, frayed wires or disconnected items. There's the switch also for your windshield washer or windshield wiper. That's how you get to that also, probably with the same method. Anyway, I just wanted to show that to you guys. And thank goodness. Anyway, not that bad. Not that bad at all. And look, yeah, headlights are still on. They've been on for at least 20 minutes. So there you go. If your headlights are flickering every so often, they're just not staying on consistently, it very well might be the headlight switch assembly. And you can get that from just about any common auto parts store. So just search your year, make, and model, and maybe bring this one with you when you go to the store to make sure you're getting the exact duplicate or replica, because you never know what you might get if you order something from a parts store. Anyway, that's it. This car is coming along nicely. And see my other videos about it. Like I said, 66 Plymouth Fury 3 this is. Got all kinds of videos about little things we fixed up and things and whatnot and improvements and stuff. So check it out. And hopefully you guys get something out of the video. Make sure you look through the links in the description and also the playlist thumbnail links that come at the end of the video. That'll guide you into different areas that might help you. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you later.